Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another discussion. In this discussion, we will continue to dive into the development of Papua New Guinea and discuss some of the pressing issues that affect or hinders the development of our beautiful country, Papua New Guinea. There's so many things concerning the development of Papua New Guinea and its people in the youth space, in the women and community space, in the business sector and tourism sector, in the infrastructure development of this country, and so many other pressing issues. In the social space, we have issues of GBV concerns, we have law and order problems, we have economic crisis, inflation, the price of goods going up, the minimum wage rate, we have unemployment, we have young people coming off the education system unattached, we have teen pregnancies, and we have so many problems that is continue to weigh put the weight on this nation and continue to give our government a lot of challenges, even our people as well. And most of us, we tend to blame the government for almost every day of our problems. But we must not now understand and acknowledge or embrace the fact that most of those problems that are caused partly our fault, and it all relies and connects to our decisions and the way we live and conduct our life and who we associate with. So this is a very important thing for us to know and understand and probably take heed to, so that we can know we cannot blame other people for our downfalls or shortcomings. We need to embrace and learn from our mistakes and grow as a productive citizen of this country. So in the same token, our country also, the leaders of this day, need to also embrace our mistakes, their mistakes, and take heed the advice from churches and international organizations or foreign partners that on how to navigate through this turmoil and hard times the country is going through. So this is very, very important. Now back to our discussions. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are a regular one, I would like to say thank you. But if you are new, hey, hit the subscribe button and you'll hear more of this kind of discussions. I have a couple of videos which I will put the link down below for you to check. The link, it will be about how to for young people to find jobs in this country. It talks about the minimum age range for young people and other pressing economical challenges that are interconnected or related to this discussion. Now, moving on, these discussions, we are going to focus on this particular topic. It is an interesting one because I think most of our leaders and society leaders and communities tend to have the same understanding and the topic around them whenever there's a problem, whenever situations or a lot of socio-economical problems, especially antisocial behaviors in the communities, where it concerns a lot of young people. Now, many of us perceive the idea. Many of us say that young people are the problem. They are the problem caused in the society. They are involved in criminal activities. They're involved in all sorts of anti-social behavior, substance abuse, and all those name tags that we like to name and call. Of course they are, and we can have evidence and we can have proof that they did some of those things, and yeah, they're on the radios and televisions around the country where you see the young people involved in a lot of things. The topic, the concern is why youths are seen as problem and not solution. I want to talk about this. I want to spend a couple of minutes to dwell on this topic. Why youths are seen as problem and not solutions. Let me give you some facts about young people in this country and probably in the rest of the world as well. So in this country, 60% of our population consists of young people. And now the age range cutoff from obtained from NIDA, National Youth Development Authority, it says that the age cutoff for Papua New Guineans is from 12 to 35. From 12 to 35. Now, if you want to know more about this, you can check the link under the description. It talks about it more. Now, we have to also consider that youths are also drivers of the society. They are the drivers of the society. Whenever there's an event in sports, in community, cultural ceremony, political activities, or religious programs, you will see young people spearheading almost every part of the program. They are the drivers. They are the force behind all the successions or all the success programs and projects within the development space, especially the church and the community and rural places as well. Young people are there. They are the drivers. They are the drivers. They drive. They are the frontliners. You can also call them the spine. You can also call them the spine of the society or the community that they live in, because it all boils down and it all falls down to the young people. Yes, and you can agree or disagree that they are the ones causing a lot of problems in our time now. But also they are the one who can bring change. They are the one who can bring change. They are the one who can make a difference. You know, the young people are vibrant. They are attentive to learn new things. They adapt very quickly, and then they solve problems in a most fast, rapid way, because their mind is thinking every now and then, and they move so fast, so quickly that they wanted to do a lot of things at the same time, and they can adapt and adjust so quickly to change and influence. So if we continue to paint the image and continue to paint the picture that young people are the problem, this country is not going to go anywhere, and we cannot do better without young people. I believe that young people can be seen as solutions, and they are the solutions of tomorrow. We always say that they are the future leaders. Most of the time we say they're the leaders of tomorrow. But what about today? What about today? Are they the leaders of today? Can we make them become the leaders of today? Can we trust them to lead things today? Can we trust them to lead the ministries today? Yes. When you go to churches, you see young musicians, young church leaders. When you go to businesses, you see young people taking up positions and managerial duties. When you go to the government sectors, you'll see almost young people everywhere driving force behind the success of the department or the government entity organizations. See, I believe that, as we go through this 50th anniversary of this great nation, Papua New Guinea, we must also acknowledge and embrace that in order for us to take another 25 years and another 50 years, we need to empower young people. Because when you look back, before that, when we gained independence, our forefathers, they were in their 30s when they obtained independence. They were in their 25s. In the 20s, Sejay was the last man standing. And he died recently. He passed on at the age of 80 something, 80 plus. Now you have to understand that most of our fathers, they died at the age of 80 plus. That means that they were in their 30s when they obtained independence. They were in their 30s when they were so vibrant, so adamant, so passionate to see this country become an independent and a sovereign state. So they have that energy, but not only that, they have the support of the fathers before them. They have the support of the elders. They have the support of the church and the communities and the administration at that time to push them to gain independence. And now looking back now, we have these young people, the vibrant generations, consider the millennials, they're here, they're 23, 24, 25 years old, they're here. And then go back, the 90s kids, they're in the early 30s now. And then you have the 80s kids, they're in the 35 and 36, 37 age now. And then you have the young ones coming up. We have a vibrant breed of leaders. Now, those leaders, those young people that are born into this society, they need a conducive environment so that those gifts and talents and potential in them will become will become to reality. It will sprout and germinate and sprout, and the outcome will be a productive, and a outcome will satisfy the times we are living now. But the challenge now is we don't have the environment to fully sustain and empower and nurture these young talents and breed of leaders to grow. Most of the organizations now are filled with young people, old people, pardon me. There are people that are almost to the age of retiring, but they don't want to give the space or make way for young people to take the post so that they can nurture and guide and mentor and make them grow and flourish in the department, organizations or businesses or even sports. So this is a very, very tough one. This is a very challenging one. Everybody is unique and they have their purpose. And until then, their period of time expires, they move on to a certain heights and a certain responsibility. Some of these leaders and some of those people in the political office and the entities out there are expired. Their time is over. But yet they're occupying spaces that's supposed to be occupied by young people, young, vibrant leaders that are going to take this country forward. But we don't see that often. Many people are so boxed up in their own colonial mindset, their so self-centered mindset that they don't want to pave way for the young, aspiring leaders, the potential one to rise up and take leadership and move this country forward in the infrastructure sector, in the fisheries sector, in the agriculture sector, and all the sectors in the country, in the mining and petroleum. So this country has so much potential. This country has so much potential. Until we allow and empower young people, we cannot go forward. We cannot go anywhere, because you see, the young people are the future of this country. They are the leaders of today. They are the leaders of tomorrow, and forever they will be the leaders. They'll turn 35 years old next 5 years, or they will turn 20 years old next 5 years. They're growing. We have a lot of young people coming through. We have a lot of young people coming through from college, from tertiary institutions, from TVET vocational colleges, some even from overseas coming in, trying to give back to this country. But the opportunity is limited. It's very limited. Now, I understand that currently the trend is now entrepreneurship is one of the things that is picking up. The government has encouraged young people to go into entrepreneurship. I myself, I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, and I've seen that even we try to do entrepreneurship, but most of the opportunities and most of the things that we wanted to dive into, the opportunities are not given to us. I think that the opportunities are robbed from us. The thriving SMEs, because there's so many systems and so many barriers in within those organizations and businesses that you want to obtain business from, especially in the government space. And the opportunity is not there. It's not there. So you have to create it yourself. So you have to become an entrepreneur. So young people, my advice is start something now, because the government is not going to help you. They will only make pathways and policies, but they're not going to help you. Hold your hand and do something. It's going to be you and you alone. And it's going to be a lonely and tough road, believe me. But in the next video, I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship, how to create your own job, how to create your own opportunity, and how you can take a step forward and conquer your dreams and become independent and become self-sufficient citizen of this country. In the link below, I will put up a couple of videos that talk about how to find a job very quickly, and there are two ways. You can check the link. There are part 1 and part 2. It can help you also navigate through the challenges that you go through. Until then, in our next video, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you just joined, and we will continue to have a wonderful and positive discussion as we move forward in the coming days and months. Stay blessed and keep watching.